Well, one time only means that this is the only show that you'll be able to enjoy the 45-count original or Japanese style fried shrimps from Egg Harbor at this price, $69.98. The price goes up at the end of the show. 3 payments of $23.33 to get this home. And what you're talking about here is the Nabasho style shrimp. So it is prepared and stretched and breaded for you in your choice of the original or brand new, the 45 count in the coconut. This is the first time we have offered the coconut in this Japanese style fried shrimp from Egg Harbor. So your choice there of either one. We do also have auto delivery available that will ship every 90 days or 1 full year. So please take advantage of that if you are able. We also have Brittany Rastelli, who is the gal that brings to us all of these wonderful seafood options from the Egg Harbor brand, which is part of Rastelli Meats. So it's good to see you, and we appreciate certainly every time you bring us something exciting and something new like this.
Yes, this is absolutely one of my favorite options to have. We've had the original blend on many times before. This is the elongated shaped shrimp. So the only thing that is really different about this is the shape. This is still a whole shrimp. It's been cleaned. It has been deveined. It's been peeled. And then it's nobashi style. So it's stretched out to give us this really fun, long shape that I know my kids love, and it still has the little handle on it.
Yeah.
But this is a whole piece of shrimp in here. It's not a processed, chopped up piece of shrimp. You have a whole beautiful piece of shrimp that's being hugged with panko breadcrumbs, and then we're introducing the coconut as well today, which is fresh coconut.
And that coconut flavor is so amazing. Let's do this really quickly. Could you talk to us about the prep, and then we'll talk about different ways that you can prepare it. You've already done the hard work for us. They're cleaned, they're breaded, they've got the coconut or the original breading. Then how do I prepare?
So these cook from frozen, which is always my favorite. Put them in your oven if you have a really big batch, or your toaster oven if you're cooking a smaller batch, for 25 to 30 minutes. If you want to even have a little bit extra of a crunch, you can bump up your oven temperature to about 375 for the same amount of time, and they're finished. All you have to do is go ahead and serve them on an entertainment style piece if you're cooking a lot of them, or you can use them as a base in like a shrimp parmesan, a buffalo shrimp, a noodle dish. I mean, the possibilities are endless with these guys. They're such a great staple, but I love them to entertain with.
Well, how about like the perfect Tuesday night fish taco using these shrimp cut up? You know, I just cut up like 3 of them, or 4 actually, and look how amazing. That's 2 generous tacos. I still have more left over. I also love, like your kids, that you can use this as that perfect finger food. It's this shrimp on a stick, basically. The handle is still attached to it. But then as we're talking about different ways to enjoy this throughout the year and the seasons, how about as something that you can just add to a wonderful noodle bowl? Look at this with the, just like kind of a curry soup, and then you just take a little bit of that shrimp, throw that on top, and now we've got a gourmet meal.
Wow.
M70363 is the item number. These are brand new. We do offer them in auto delivery. So if you'd like to lock into this price point, because the price goes up at the end of the show, not the end of the day, this is one time only, and you will not see this at a lower price for another 6 months. So now is the time to think about it. Think about your 7 fishes if you're planning ahead to the holidays, and get these ordered up. If you can keep them without eating them in between now and then. All right, so here's an update. If you want the original, all 45, it's last call.
Whoa.
If you want, and there are 400 remaining. If you want the coconut, that has been very popular. And again, this is the very first time we've offered the coconut in this offer. So please take advantage of that now. The coconut is going to give you a little bit more of that wonderful fresh coconut chew and texture. and just enhance the flavor of the shrimp, just give it a little bit of extra sweetness. But what I love is really the texture of these, Brittany, the crunch on the outside, the moist flavor of that sweet meat in the shrimp on the inside. It's just a beautiful plate, center of the plate, or the perfect appetizer. Let's face it, football season's here. If we want to do gourmet, tailgate, this would be perfect for that.
Oh, absolutely. And the noodle dish that you just made,
Yes.
I could tell that you were using the coconut shrimp because I could see it. I could see the flakes of coconut. So I think it's really important to point out that it's fresh coconut being used in this particular recipe. So it's not going to be overly sweet. It's going to give you a little bit of the sweetness that a coconut would bring, especially after it's kind of been toasted once you cook it. But if you did want to add an extra sweetness to it, I suggest using like a vanilla yogurt and mixing in some Greek cream of tartar. Why did I say cream of tartar? Cream of coconut.
Cream of
and
coconut,
then
yeah.
and then some toasted coconuts to it, and then you'll have the
Can I
sweetness
just tell you
if
too,
want that.
don't waste what's inside the little tail. Peel that puppy off and get all of that delicious sweet meat all the way to the end. And again, it's a huge assortment, 45 count that you're getting here. How long are these going to be okay in the freezer, Brittany?
So these are going to be great in your freezer for up to 1 year, and you're going to actually be receiving 5 bags of 9, which I love because
Okay.
for my family of 4, I cook about 1 bag for dinner for all of us. But when I am entertaining, I pop open all 5 of my bags, and then I get out a beautiful entertainment piece, put them in the oven, take them out 30 minutes later, and my appetizer is finished for my guests.
And it smells so good. So here's another quick update. If you want the original, we have 100 available. If you want the coconut, we have a few more, about 1,500 remaining of the brand new flavor profile. First time we've ever done the coconut in this nobashi style preparation. So what you're getting is 1 full shrimp that is then stretched after it's the shell is removed and the vein is removed, stretched, then breaded and coated with either the original or that original panko with the coconut. So even more sweet flavor and texture. The coconut smells so good. And again, whether it's appetizer, center of the plate next to our Kansas City steaks, it could be that perfect little entree or meal starter appetizer. Put it in the tacos, use it for the different recipes, put them with a salad if you want to. This is the kind of protein, again, that it does make you feel like gourmet and you look forward to going to that fancy restaurant to get. But now from Egg Harbor, we can do it at home. I'm not sure, Rachel, are you a seafood person?
I'm not a big seafood person, but I am a person who loves to give my people I love food that makes them happy, right? and what I love about this, honestly, Brittany, is that when you're looking at this shrimp, and I know it's always shrimp and lobster, which are just kind of like that at the highest level of a seafood indulgence that someone might have. What I love about this, Brittany, is that this panko coating isn't something that many of us can do at home. So it really is, what you are actually giving us is the ability to have that restaurant quality moment at home. Because I don't know how to do the panko and the lovely coconut, or I don't know how to do the panko and, in the original recipe as well. And I'd also like to say that these are huge. They are like a popsicle. They are very generous in size. And so, Brittany, when you were saying that, 1 package can work for your family, that absolutely works. And I love it, the idea with some vegetables. Maybe you're going to do it with a salad, as Jane was talking about. Make it high-end fish taco, but it's actually going to be
Well, here's the
taco.
deal. Your choices are getting limited. As a matter of fact, the original has sold out for the one-time delivery. If you want the coconut, which is new, you can get that. You can ask about auto delivery on both choices as of right now. So please, if you decide you want to have this shipped to you automatically every 90 days for 1 full year, so that way the freezer is never empty.